Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom also to the one-third Israelites, which include you Judah's children, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Indians, who are still oppressed together, according to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 32, but to whom is a lay pattern at the adoption. Okay, the giving of the law, the promises, basically the glory, the covenants. Okay, basically everything that has to do with, promises coming from the Bible or being given to a people coming from the Bible. Okay, also the blood descendants who would not appear as but the seed line goes back to Jacob, whose name was later changed exactly to Israel. Okay, and some people don't even know that, which is sad enough. So this time I want to talk about basically people that go into horoscopes and acting as if for example, your star sign is your character 100%, and people like that, talking about it's not sin to read horoscopes, basically the all this future telling stuff about certain star signs and things like that. Okay, it can be that you have certain aspects of your character, okay, and you have a star sign. You maybe heard that in at least one time in your life, what your star sign is, and you, so it's, let me say like that, the chance that your star sign is basically 99%, okay? There are people out there that don't know their star sign, okay? And that's a good thing actually, okay? But basically if you're born in these westernized or Edomized, you would say, countries, and also countries that have internet and things like that, most likely you have you at least know what your star sign is. And of course sometimes you talk with people and they, especially with women also, and they start with that star sign crap, okay, talking about, oh, we date only boys of that star sign, things like that would be not that rare, at least if you know what I mean, okay? So of course sometimes you even watch, you even start to think about your character, and you think about if it has to do with your star sign, and sometimes you might even find yourself in a situation where you say, oh, I'm that and that star sign, and there's no reason for you to say that, but you just said it and you can't take it back, okay? Okay, we just human, of course, we the gods, we the fallen angels, the so-called Hebrew Israelites, the 144,000 Hebrew Israelites, hopefully elect, are just humans, but actually gods already, okay? But we're still in this flesh, okay? That is our human part, to be more specific, okay? But our spirit should be on that God-like spirit already, okay? Just like the scripture says, okay? Didn't I say that you are gods already? You see? So, okay, that human flesh wants to talk about star signs. That human flesh, okay, and this, I just say it how it is. You don't talk about horoscope, okay, and star signs, what they can expect for their life in this and that year and month and whatever. No, you are not a hopeful elect if you seriously talking about they call it a horoscope, if you say like, oh, you are star sign Cancer, so I bet this will happen in 2024 in this month because you were that star sign. Okay, people will talk that, you better believe that they are not of the hopeful elect. Okay, you better believe that. Yeah. Okay, so basically, let me get a few scriptures. Deuteronomy 18 to 10 to 14. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter pass through the fire, which is also used for Halloween. Okay, if you know, we don't celebrate these heathen days, okay, but Halloween is that fire thing when it comes to these things, right? Okay, where's the? This is just a. It's basically just like a Christ mass, okay, completely demonic. Anyway, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. Okay, you're also an enchanter if you say like, oh, this and this will happen to you in 2024 because you are star sign, whatever. Okay, no. Okay, you, first of all, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the only one who can change anything about your future or can make something happen in your future. Okay, and second of all, okay, basically, horoscopes have nothing to do with these things. Okay, Leviticus 19 and 31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. Daniel 2 and 27. Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king had demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers shew unto the king. Okay, so you might be so fixed on what you're reading from E, okay, talking about all this and that star sign, and then something happens which makes your whole belief completely. Okay, first of all, which makes you upset, but second of all, makes you complete doctrine, okay, or you complete, what is it? Yeah, you basically believe in something, but then it happens to be a complete failure. Okay, so Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has the last laugh every time. Doesn't matter of what we're talking about. Okay, so you may be so into it, which are most of the people, until even the last breath of their life, which is really a sad thing. Okay, if it wouldn't be so, then the masses wouldn't have to be destroyed. Okay, they believe in these different kind of gods and in all these different things, horoscope and things like that. Okay, don't get me wrong, I know that I'm a certain star sign, and I know that I may have some kind of, characteristics that may be to some level, to some extent true. It's not like we live in a world and we don't know SHIT. Of course we live in a world, and the scripture says, don't put me out of that world. Okay, but don't be over righteous and don't be over wicked. It's just what it is, Okay? And in some cases, maybe just to give an answer on a paper if somebody asks you, okay, which you have to do if you get a job, or if you write something on documents from the state, okay, you have to write your birth date, right? So of course your star sign, so called, but where it goes, man. You know where it goes, and you know how deep the rabbit hole goes with these things, and from where the point is where it starts to get basically completely off, man. Okay, and this is yeah, we was reading the important verses, or for me the most important verses. Okay, but you read, of course, if we go into the prophets, you read that people did these things in a basically basically in a overly unrighteous, wicked, and also they did this in a very how can I say, deep way, man. Okay, they did it like they never had a god at all, man. Okay, they were into those things like like crazy, man. Okay, back then they they had the prophets, being also in the cities prophesying and things like that, but you have to imagine that they, in some cases, they even had the original Hebrew text, man, and they could even speak Hebrew in much cases, and still they were basically like going off that deep, man. That is really crazy, man. Okay, so today, you have all this wickedness. I was listening to a brother's video yesterday. He talked about Khan, basically, the older the world gets, the more evil basically takes place here on this earth, or how can I say it, basically different. For example, you are in some town and you see the town getting older, you see the buildings have certain destroyed parts on it and things like that, or or you have certain things that have to be built again, because they are just so high in age and things like that. Okay, and that is the same way how it goes with wickedness on this earth. The later the earth, or the more the earth will be here in these last minutes, okay, the more you have this basically evil increasing. You see, that is a really beautiful verse, and you can look for that. I believe you may know it. Okay, hopefully. Yeah, basically, let's read at Micah 5 and 12, and I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Okay, it talks about how he himself will be cut off. Okay, so if that all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, 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 okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace out until